Have you ever wondered what your purpose was in life? I talk to a lot of people, or let me say, I've talked to a lot of people, and I would always try to encourage them or pick their brains as far as what it is that they want to do in life, or whatever it is that they have a passion for. And I will say that whatever it is that you have a passion for, or something that pretty much you have a passion for it, something that really um, something that really touches you. I think that is one of the ways you can determine what your purpose is. Like, some people may be good at talking to teenagers. Some people may be good at, maybe talking with older people, or, maybe, I don't know, it's just a bunch of things. But I mean, I think we sit here and we try to figure out what our purpose is, in life, and, what we should be doing in life. And honestly, I think whatever you have a passion for, that's where you start at. And then they say that, some people, they go to college, get careers, and they end up in a job that they don't like a 9 to 5 job that they don't like, and end up doing something for the rest of their life, and they're miserable at their job because they don't enjoy it. So I would honestly say start with whatever's in your heart, like whatever you're deeply passionate about. That's where you start with finding your purpose, because once you're doing something that you honestly like, and you honestly enjoy it, of course you're going to get fulfillment out of that. But that's where you start at, because when you're doing something that you're passionately about, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel as if it's kind of like a light comes on, like, wow, like this is what I'm here for, like this is what I'm meant to do. So I would say start with that. I mean, there's a few things that I'm very passionate about, and I'll share this. Like, my heart, I live in a city where, and maybe it's not like this in most cities, but here, our downtown area is filled with homeless people, and it really hurts my heart. Like, I hate going through downtown because I see them, but I feel like that is part of my purpose. Like, that is where I'm supposed to be at. That is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, getting the homeless people off the streets. Like, I'm getting ready to do my nonprofit, start my nonprofit, for that, to be able to figure out ways to get all the homeless people off the streets. Like, seriously, like, it makes me want to cry. Like, sometimes I'll tear up just thinking about it. Like, damn, like, what can I do? And I know there's so many resources out there. I've researched grants, I've researched all that stuff. Like, I've researched it. So I've written ideas on what I can do and how I can do it, and I do have some ideas. I just now need to execute it. But the homeless people, that has a place in my heart, because and I've even talked to some homeless people. I've talked to this one homeless guy, and he was like, and the crazy thing about it is, he was okay with being homeless. Like, he kind of chose to be homeless based off of, I think it was something along the lines of, his family didn't agree with his beliefs, or whatever the case was. His family, I think it was something with his religion beliefs or something like that, but his family didn't agree with it. They didn't agree with him. So it was kind of like, okay, fine, I'll leave that type of situation. And he was like, I still have contact with my sister. He was like, I could still go back home if I wanted to. But he was like, it's kind of like he was standing on his ground, standing, in his beliefs on, what he wanted to do it, or, whatever he was passionate about. And he didn't care, because he was sitting outside of a Walmart and I seen him. I was like, okay, well, let me go inside and get him some food, because, you could tell he was homeless, of course, he was dirty looking, had a whole bunch of bags with him. And so, I had brought him some food out, and then I just had a conversation with him. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, how did you end up homeless? Respectfully, And like I said, we had probably like a 10-minute conversation or whatever. But I mean, I know some people choose to be homeless. Some people don't choose to be homeless, And, it's, my heart goes out, especially to the ones that don't choose to be homeless. They fall on financial times, hard times. And, I mean, of course, maybe they made some bad decisions, some bad financial decisions, or maybe they didn't. It doesn't matter. It's like, my goal is to, okay, let me help you get back on your feet. Let me help you to get started, or, just get back on the right track, So, one of my things that I want to do with the homeless is, have like a rehabilitation system, rehabilitation center where, they get the education. Maybe they dropped out of school, or, they're not working, or they don't have transportation. So, I have this this big idea that I want to do, and I'm going to do it. And I feel like as of right now, like, that is my purpose. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And, I have other aspirations to be in different locations and around the world. But I feel like until I accomplish this and get this done, then I feel like other things won't fall into place until I complete this. Or for me, other things won't fall into place until I complete it. Because again, it's something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that I want to do. So it's like, I have to check this off my list before I can move on to something bigger. But yeah, that's just, one of the things that I want to do. And, I would just say, whatever it is that, you're passionate about, or something that just tugs at your heart, do it. Like, look into it, figure out what you can do, I don't know, I would just encourage you, but just know that we all have a purpose here. We're here for a reason, and you're still here for a reason. Whatever it is that you've gone through, and you may have gone through some things that knocked you down. You may have gone through some things that people didn't think you were going to survive. Whatever the case is, we've all been through some things. But I mean, you're here for a reason, and I hope that you will discover your purpose. And discovering your purpose, it of course encourages you to keep going and not just stay stuck on one thing. So, and sometimes we go through things and we're like, why am I going through this? And it's to help somebody else. It's to encourage somebody else, because what you went through and you made it through, now you can help someone else that's in that same situation or going through the same thing. So embrace the hard times, embrace the struggles, because we know, of course, it makes you stronger. It builds your character, it develops your character, but don't give up, because it's going to be someone else that's going to come across your path that you're going to be able to help, because you got through your situation. So don't give up, because someone else is going to need you to get through their situation. Don't give up. Like, keep living. And keep living. Whatever it is that you have a passion for, do it. Don't sit on it. do it. And yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it, and I hope that you will too. But just know that, you're here for a reason. You have a purpose, and whatever that situation was or is that's causing you and bringing you pain right now, or caused you pain, that is what you use to keep moving, and to inspire someone else to not give up, to help someone else. But yeah, I hope that this encourages you, and I hope that you pick up the pieces and move forward, and don't let anything knock you down. And if it does, and I don't care how many times you have to get back